one right there. I just noticed. 1xBet odds to the top of your screen. Bravos are massively behind, but yesterday they looked damn good on Nuke against Proqueta. They looked so good, but not the last time they played 9Z. It was a very incredible scoreline out of 9Z the last time these guys played. I think it was 16-4. So these guys definitely have been battered around by 9Z on this map in the past, and that was only 10 days ago.
Yeah, they also played a little bit before that, and it was a 16-14. It was much closer, so it's really hard to know which way this one's going to go. But here in the pistol, you've already got some early action down on this lower side of the map. Bomb plant could be awkward here as the CTs continue to fight. All three of them in from decom, but they're falling like flies. It's back to a 2v2, and still 9Z desperately trying to see if they can get that bomb down.
Yeah, look at the planted, lock it in, but Yota has just snapped away and found Try. And Max is the pistol god. We'll see if it is a 50-50, as Vu does say, or will Max have some sort of magic in his Glock? And the answer is just no, gets taken down. And that is going to be at least a bomb plant for 9Z, so we often talk about how that can get that second round force buy in play. But Bravos will find themselves the pistol win, and they're up on the board early.
Good start for Bravos, and what they did well there is just delaying as long as possible down on that lower side of the map. There's so many different angles you can see towards the bomb site, and there's just so few good plant spots where you're safe from everywhere. You always have to be exposed somewhere, even if you're around the silo. So having those players come in from the different angles, having that rotate so quick, makes it very difficult. 9Z had to try and fight their way out of that one, and they're trying to fight their way back into this one early, Dinko. They've got the force buy. That nade is not ideal, though. Those AKs taking early damage, but Try still gets a kill.
Try can always work his way into scenarios like this where he just comes out with frags, and if we're going to see Try play well on the T side today, that is a very worrying sign for Bravos, because on the T side he looked pretty unimportant yesterday on Nuke, but was when he got over to the CT side he made a lot of the differences, and 9Z have got themselves the follow-up kills. This force buy is working out perfectly. Everything they can want is going their way right now. They've got a 4 versus 2, and they've still got over a minute left on this clock to play with.
They're happy to use that time just to make sure they don't give away a quick multi-kill to one of these Bravos players. Denoco is the man who's looking to make the play for his team, though. He's taking initiative as he pushes in through door. The timing could be quite nice for him here because the bomb's coming back, Dinko. Oh, Rox has to be very careful right now. Get your gun out, please.
There's no way he's ready for this. Surely not. Oh, he will be okay. Rox is still ready. Peeks out, headshot in. Denoco had a good position. He had a good idea. It doesn't play out. And only 1 kill for the CT side in this round. So they win the pistol, but they lose the follow-up. And 9Z answer back immediately.
And again, it's just that individual skill is just so overwhelming right now. Rox gets an early kill at Yard. That's an unreal clear on that angle, which is not one you commonly pre-aim. Try had to just sprint through Yard, take nade damage down to 40 health. He took another shot down to about 20, and he still hit the headshot with the AK. Just suffocating individual ability right now from 9Z, and they're looking to make that work again with a fast A play.
Oh, a good kill from Bit. Oh, Max and Bit finding follow-ups as well. 2 have come in for the CT side. Wood and Turtle at least keeping this within touching distance. And Bit barely stays alive. He's on 1 HP right now. So that is the difference between them and a man advantage. Bravos, unfortunately, they don't have any utility, nor do they have a kit. And they've only got 2 Deagles in place. So a retake attempt is rather unlikely to be successful. So 9Z just staying alive and getting the numbers out onto the bomb site is enough for the round win. But they have lost a couple of players. So there is a few rebuys into the next round. But 9Z up 2-1 now. Great start into Nuke. Tries even... Oh, that's why you don't go away from your PC, man. It literally... He got away from his keyboard and mouse. He just looks at the floor and dies. What was he doing there?
Oh,
that's another... Everybody's down.
What a weird end to the round.
What are they doing?
Oh, does Denoco get a gun? Yes. An AK into his hand.
2 AKs.
Yeah, so now this next round actually is one where hopefully they are fully focused the whole time, Dinko. They've got to be, because with those saved guns, they can actually force up.
What? I'm so confused still. I just don't know what Try was doing. Okay. Well, let's see if that comes back to bite them. We'll see if Bravos swing into this with a round win. Maybe it's all a plan though. Maybe Bravo, it was to pull Bravos in the buy here, and then you messed up their economy for a few more rounds. It's gonna be a fast A play though. Turtle getting 1 and a second for the FAMAS to the back of the bomb site. Max, luckily, lining a couple of kills. He's taking significant damage, but Try will back him up. His bodyguard peers up in towards heaven, but it's still a 2v2. Bravos has done well to try and halt this attack and weaken some of its members, and they've done that very well indeed. Max is still low on HP. Now it has to be this 2 versus 2 retake. It's the 2 AKs that have got to do it. So we'll see if it will bite them in the back.
It's Try and Max on the 9Z side, though. 2 players you absolutely love to see in this position if you're a 9Z fan. Yotta's been very good for Bravos, though. He's been their best player all game long. The spam to the bomb does damage. Yotta does have a kit. They're not peeking towards the bomb yet, but they're confident that's not being stuck. And now a small stick comes through, but Try around the corner, spots them out. Max in position to deny, and the time is too far gone. Try will hit the final headshot and secure yet another round for 9Z.
Yeah, they did a really good job in that 2v2 at just stopping that bomb defuse. Like, even after a few seconds, they would just pressure them off the defuse again. And in the end, they don't need it, but they even had a molly on Max if they needed to throw that on in the final few seconds. So things are looking good there in the 2 versus 2 for 9Z. But a good early sign for Bravos this time around that they're actually able to slow down some of those quicker plays, because over on Ancient, they just didn't have the protocols to slow down the pace of 9Z when they were heading into the B site. 9Z have tried to run 2 aggressive plays now into the A site, so that'll probably be a feature of their T sides again. And I'm intrigued to see if Bravos will be able to stop some of those.
It's just all-out aggression right now on this T side from 9Z. Even in this round, where they're against pistols, they're taking fights all over the map. They're pushing so quickly as a team. The A site should be taken off the back of that kill from Try. And Try's been doing some pretty decent work with the rifle early here on Nuke.
Yeah, which he wasn't doing yesterday. I think he did look a little quiet on the T side. So the fact that he is able to perform on both halves now is definitely worrying for Bravos. This feels like one of those days where 9Z are just on it. Like, everybody's having a good show. You even see Bit hitting some crazy entries in the last map as well. When you got a team playing like that, it's very difficult.
Yeah, it's really nice actually for 9Z that Bit is not really a massively low fragging IGL. He actually puts up decent numbers. So far in this tournament, he's done all right. Wood actually did a pretty good job there at getting some extra damage on the end, but 9Z will still be fine to keep by. Might get that AWP out for Try. They're happy with the AKs. That kind of makes sense with the way they're playing, though. They've been playing so aggressive so far. The AKs might be better suited.
Exactly. There's been a real quick approach to this. A good pace being set early on from 9Z. And I don't think Bravos have really shown us just yet that they'll fully stop these aggressive plays. I think they've had some decent signs of it, but they've got to really prove to 9Z that this aggressive style isn't going to work before they're going to stop that. There's a bit of a default at the beginning of the round. You don't want to be running into the utility straight away. You know you're going up against a buy round that will have util, that will have those mollies in place. And because 9Z have conditioned Bravos into believing it will be this quick plays out of spawn, they've used up a lot of their utility at the beginning of the round, Hawker. They have barely anything left.
Oh, Leo Monster playing with fire somewhat there as he took some damage through the wall. You are right, Bravos don't have much left to deny one of these plays once it comes through. And 9Z can now throw those smokes on Yard and eventually have them up. But there's a huge gap on the far side. That is not going to work as a fake. Oh no.
Oh, Yotta, he's run right through the smoke. He's going to spray through. Luckily, Max is able to stop it before he takes anybody down. There would have been a lot of questions posed to Max if his teammates would have fallen. And Turtle trying his best to hold, but it is the crunching play into the A site. It has resulted in a man advantage. And not only that, but it has resulted in the site take. The bomb goes down. 9Z looking for 5, and Bravos don't have the money to attempt a retake here. They don't have the utility to even think about it. It has to be the save call. And so 9Z, they play the slow round at the beginning, right? They play the default, they draw out the utility, and they play safe. And then they go for that explosive play together into the A site in the final moments. And Bravos do not have the utility to slow it down. They can't separate the attack. And so it all comes down to those fights. And 9Z are looking better on the individual department. So it is just looking great for 9Z in this playstyle that they're using.
Yeah, it was a really strange round in the way it played out with that player on main. I think it was Rox who was just sitting in that smoke because they missed the yard smokes. But because Bravos realized that no one had crossed secret, they actually tried to rotate another player over to A preemptively to help stop that push into the A site. But because that player's just sitting in the main smoke, he can hear that rotate the whole time. And it actually kind of works out quite nicely for them, where, in theory, that could be a cool way to catch those rotations. Here go 9Z, though. Mac 10 for DGT in this round. Even though he could have bought the AK, might have a fast play on our hands again.
Yeah, outside execute this time. They're going to run with it. DGT will be that front man. He looks like he's vent dive, no problem there. He's down the lower side already. He's holding to see if anybody's going to drop with him, but it's this aggressive play from Yoda that might get something. He actually walks away with one. Good work to get the headshot off, but Max trades him out. But there's a lot of info picked up. It isn't just that one kill. It's info that is likely going to be this B hit down secret.
The rotate is kind of slow here, though. DGT was cutting off the vent, sure, but finally the ramp players are just now getting to the site, and they may not get to a proper position before the push.
That bomb's just waiting, though. It's a really slow round out of 9Z as well. They've got players down on B. Do they go back up to A at any point? Do they consider that option? Because there is so much time. They aren't really forced to do anything at the moment. Decon gets blown open. You still have DGT in the vents. They know no players have dropped down there. So they're just going to be holding for this attack. And right now, Bravos have no say in the round. They've got to wait until 9Z throws something at them. They've got to react instead of be proactive. I'll throw some utility down into Bit. He's going to burn a little bit. Danico's going to hear a lot of footsteps in the vent. So they know they're down on the B site. But they also have to worry about that rotation back up to A. You can see that's why Bravos have two players up there still at the moment. They're starting to use their final pieces of utility. And now finally, they've had enough of winning around. They're going to go proactive and they find the ball hawker. 20 seconds left.
It has to come back to get this. Finally finds that kill, but Wood has the cross on lock. They only have flashes, but Wood misses his chance. Max hits the headshot. Another miss from Wood, and he's going to finally fall. You can't miss that many shots. Max makes him pay. 9Z take the round just off elimination.
Yeah, that's rough to watch, man. 9Z, they had that initial quick start to the round, right? They get that vent dive straight away. The outside execute with the smokes. They get most of their players down into the B site. And then they just sit still for pretty much the rest of the round. And finally, Danico gets proactive. It's really well done, actually, getting that kill in towards Decon. Finds the bomb. 9Z, it didn't look like the best of rounds for them. Luckily, their individual skill carries them through. And they're able to get those important kills that win by elimination. And they're going to go call for a tactical timeout straight away here.
Yeah, that didn't feel like a round where 9Z had a clear plan, so I don't mind the timeout here, because that just got way too confusing for them. I think they were wanting to go back up to A, but they didn't have anyone lurking on that A side of the map, and so flying up the vents is not really going to work for you. That is not a favorable fight. Rotating back up secret would have taken way too long, so thankfully they were able to win the fights, but certainly not the cleanest round for them. And if Wood stops the bomb crossing to the site, that round would have got way more chaotic. He just missed shots that he knows he should have hit.
Yeah, man. 9Z get a little lucky on that front as well. Bravos are going to buy up, but it's the same story. 9Z are running this aggressive play style. Bravos don't have utility to slow that aggressive play style. That's not a great recipe for success. They're completely out. They have nothing left. There's no utility. 1 minute and 25 seconds into the round.
They really have to be hoping that that ult from Wood, for example, can control yard, and then they can just stack rifles on the right spots and start to set up crossfires. 9Z have taken a good bit of time themselves at the start of this round, but finally the yard smokes at the ready. We'll get to see if Wood's ult can deny any outside play.
Yeah, it has to make up for the missed shots in the previous round. They're going to get rid of that ult position at Secret, forcing it down to the bottom of the stairs again. But here comes the play out. Bit with the headshot. They're starting to limit these CT positions with the mollies at all vent and heaven, and they're winning every single fight on the entries. Finally, Yotta steps up with one, but it's not going to be enough. 9Z have the sight. Danica trying to peer over from the top of heaven. He hasn't got that smoke to crit that one way. So getting around this corner is very difficult in the first place. Can't approach that with much confidence. And Wood's AWP, it's already saving a back carriage. They've called this one off. And if this is going to be the playstyle of this game for 9Z, where they're just going for these defaults into their fast team bursts, Bravos need utility. They need money. Otherwise, this is going to be a real nightmare for them.
Especially because that is a round where you have 3 CT rifles stacked on A, and you still can't hold, even when you have a decent read on the round. So I think you're right. They're going to need maybe some util or maybe some more cohesion on these site holds. That was a slightly unfortunate scenario for Turtle, who just got caught with this awful timing early. He went down first. Then this man at Silo just has no assistance. His teammate went down so soon. They got put on the back foot on the trades early because they lost that player at top hut. Bravos are hoping that they can figure that out off the back of this timeout.
But I also feel in that scenario, there's a different approach you can use to make something happen for Bravos. You know you don't have utility, and you knew that 1 minute, 25 seconds into the round. What you do have is an AWP, and you know that 9Z are playing this default stance. I think you've got to take some risk with Wood. I think you got to get him going for some of these peaks and setting him up and being dynamic across the map. I don't think playing passive in Secret Stairs is exactly the playstyle you're going to have the most impact with, especially because we've seen that molly come in and force him down into B immediately. You need that AWP to make it work if you don't have the util. They can't afford to just have him sitting on Secret and not getting involved in the round. Otherwise, Bravos are going to have a real difficult time. And I think it's all about just trying to disrupt that default for 9Z, because now they're just having that easy time of things. Just every round they're going in with 5 players for these attacks. And in the worst case scenario, going in with 4. So if you're going to allow 9Z just to have these easy late round executes, you're going to have a real difficult time for Bravos, even if you get utility.
Yeah, you're definitely right that if Bravos watched that game back yesterday that 9Z played against Sharks, they would have seen that almost all of Sharks' CT rounds came from some sort of aggression. Their first gun round was some yard aggression to stop the 9Z play towards outside. They had that AWP pushing into hut and pushing into aggressive positions. That started happening for them pretty well throughout that first half, so that could definitely be a way in for Bravos. The question is, can they figure that out on the fly here? Only 1 round found throughout their whole CT side so far, and here comes some aggression trying to stop the early yard play. Oh, it's just been denied though. Absolutely denied.
You try to make something happen towards outside and 9Z just shutting it down. They tried for some lobby aggression this time. But they're holding it. Oh, DGT's actually just moved away. This could be an opportunity for Bravos to get something out of this aggression. Leo Monster gets up the top of the ladder. That's an upgraded weapon. Now they've got to move quite quickly. You can see that does throw a little bit of panic into 9Z. Now they've got to figure out, where do we go with this? How do we get into the site? And they're going to put Bit up in towards Heaven. I don't think they're worrying too much because they know they're going up against some weaker weapons. But they have to get into some decent spots now. And Bit at Heaven is certainly a player that can come into action. Leo Monster's rotated all the way down into hell with this AK.
Ooh, Max got dinked down to 3 health, but somehow hits the headshot back. And now they will start to flank into this A site. They've traded sides here, but that'll work out okay for 9Z. They know they just have to focus on lobby. There's a player flying up the vents, though. Try able to get 1 more kill. He's looking for further frags, but Turtle denies him. And this bomb plant could be awkward now. Rock's trying to fight. He's the only man remaining. And Leo Monster steps up with the quad kill in from Heaven to give Bravos a much-needed round.
And the only bit of aggression that happened in the round, it was that push through lobby, straight up the T-roof ladder, and it gets a 4K. That's exactly what we're saying they need to do. You see this default, they've got so used to just staying alive the whole time. Leo Monsters gets aggressive slightly, gets an AK, and smartly repositions back into hell and just waits out the timing. What a round from Leo Monster, and Bravos given a second. Issue is, 9Z back into things with the buy again. This time Bravos have money, and I'm loving this. Some aggression towards outside from Wood. This is what we need to see.
Oh, and Yotta here to help. The spray through the smoke takes Max out of the round early. And Max's aggression has been a big part of these rounds for 9Z in this series. So getting him out of the round first is fantastic. The bomb is currently looking towards that A site, but elsewhere, it is creeping around yard. No one with eyes on him, but finally Yotta spots him and takes his second kill of the round.
Oh, Leah Monster. Quick kill for him. Turtle as well following up, and this is a huge turnaround from Bravos. They've figured it out. They've adapted. And it's exactly what we were saying. You know, they need to get this outside control. They need to be aggressive. They need to throw some curveballs into the default of 9Z. And this is going to force 9Z now to have to sit back, I think, and recalculate and adapt to what's being thrown at them. And they don't exactly have the money to do it right now. Look at this buy. It's terrible.
Yeah, this is rough for 9Z. Maybe this is a buy that you can try and work with some aggression, which is what they've been using effectively up until this point. But the switch up from Bravos seems to be making all the difference right now. Sometimes it is hard to make the call to play more aggressively when you just feel like you're losing every fight. But you just got to back yourself. You've got to believe in yourself, and that's exactly what Bravos have done. And now in this one, they are sitting a bit further back. Wood's still looking for info, but the smokes will just now come into yard, and the molly means he can't peek up from secret.
Yotta. He is pushing right around the smokes. If he can get the timing, he might just be able to find something, but the secret play has already happened. And there we go, Yotta. Assassination from behind. They have no idea. Oh my god, okay, try. That's a nice shot from the Deagle. Everything was looking good there for Bravos, but it's now been turned around. But just that one shot from Try. He's got an AWP in his hands, and now DGT, maybe a little too antsy there on that peek around the corner. Good patience from Turtle to win it out, but with a Try AWP in play, it can get real messy real quick, and Try with the 3K. So at the beginning of this round, it was perfect from Bravos, and then suddenly Try. You can't really account for that individual ability. You could do everything right, but sometimes there's just a player on the server like this.
Yeah, and I know it's Try's birthday, but Bravos are just giving him presents here. Birthday presents. You can't peek that same angle. He's going to hold it all day and hit those shots. The first one was obviously just brilliant. Getting that kill to begin with to get that AWP into his hands. But then he just holds that left side of ramp and they just peek him. And Try's so consistent at hitting those shots. We've seen it all tournament long. He does it again here. The now 17-year-old is looking very hot on the server today. You got to get a win on your birthday, right? You just gotta.
Yeah, man, it's the best birthday present you can ask for. A nice W, and do it in 2-0, so you can go out and enjoy your birthday celebrations. You know, that's how you do it, Hawker. That's how you have to do it when you're someone like Try. Straight up balling. And while Wood, oh my god. 2 rounds in a row now, he hasn't been able to do anything. Just gets absolutely cracked open on the lower side. Teammates falling like flies as well. 9Z have gone up a gear. They've gone up a gear on this individual play. DGT has been lurking. He's been doing this standard style of lurking towards outside. He does get caught by Turtle 2 rounds now. It's a 3 versus 4, and I just don't really think, when you look at the opposite head-to-head Hawk, and when you look at those 2 AWP players, there is a clear difference between the performances out of them. Wood has been a little too quiet here for Bravos. In particular on the CT side, this is where your AWPer really needs to be doing a lot. And we talk about his strength being holding those angles down. Hasn't really been able to do that too well so far.
Perhaps a bit of an off day from him so far. Normally is a pretty solid AWPer. Even if he's not top of the pack, you'd expect him to be positive. You'd expect him to be having impact. And on the other side of the coin, Max, as the aggressive rifler, has just been getting so much work done in a lot of these early round scenarios. So if there was a good, just solid AWP on the other side, shutting down Max in some of these rounds, maybe they wouldn't be able to get into these advantageous positions initially. But Max has just been winning so many of those early fights. They're going for the yard smokes again, and Max will be the first man following them up. But everyone else on 9Z focused on lobby.
Oh, Wood. Great kill coming through. Bit is down. And Wood is going to hold on for a little bit more in towards this ramp play. Flash is actually connecting. Wood tries to drop back in behind the box and drop down in towards ramp itself. The flashes keep coming, and Wood, this time having a good round. He's found himself a double after two miserable affairs back-to-back. Wood has delivered what will be the lethal blow in this round, unless Rox and Max don't pull back on 2 versus 4. And Rox will start it off well. Does get Yorta, but that is information picked up at the whereabouts of at least one of the T players. There's still a minute, Hawk, and that does worry me slightly. There's time for the T's to win this.
Max on that aggressive lurk was wrapping round, but he won't be able to group up with Rox all that quickly, and that means the CTs might get the fight against the bomb. Turtle wins that battle. Bomb dropped so far away from Max's position. He may have the chance to flank through the ramp, but I think they'll be watching for it. Turtle right now has indeed got that covered. So Max just needs to win fights, and the time's against him.
Yeah, Max is going to start thinking about picking that bomb up. Starts limiting the positions with that Molotov, but getting that bomb, it's going to be real difficult. He's actually got one. Oh, close to Turtle as well, but there's no time to get to his site. He'd have to win an elimination, and I don't think they're going to give him those chances. Max thinks the flank's coming in, but there isn't one. He's lost the round. At least he gets the AWP, though. He can pick that up and bring it over for try into the next one. A little birthday present for him, but 9-4. Bravos starting to come into this a little more now. That's a good round from Wood. Gotta see if he can replicate that, though. I love the proactiveness and then the drop back as well. Just choosing these angles wisely, hitting those easy shots. And that can make the difference. That's all he needs to do. Just those 2 picks. That's all he needs to do more consistently. And I think Bravos has got a real shot, pulling his half back all the way.
That's all they need here. A couple more rounds would keep this somewhat close. Yotta, here's that player running by. There are more players coming, though, so he may just wait to see if he can...
Did he get spotted?
Opportunity. He may have been spotted. Rox comes back with the headshot, and Max is already down secret. A lot of success early here for 9Z.
Yeah, spotting out Rox, spot out by Rox, should I say, is absolutely huge there. The headshot gives no margin for error. The flash starts to go through towards outside. They're putting a lot of pressure in towards Hell. Great kill, though, from Turtle. Spam through the smoke is connected onto Bit. Once again, it is 4v4 and equilibrium once again established. There's so much time still for this T side. You see Bravos always playing this game where they have to react to what 9Z are doing. They're dominating the pace of the game right now. And Bravos have got to try and figure out a pathway back into it. And I don't think Try is going to make that easy for them. He's got another kill, this time on the Turtle. Rox is in such a good spot. They have no idea. And Wood just walks out right above him. It's an easy frag with DGT on the flank towards outside. It's just so perfect here from 9Z. Bravo's getting caught in the open, getting caught out of position. And 9Z have locked in 10 rounds.
That's a round where 9Z have players just filtered out all across the map. And Bravos can't keep track of it all. Try had the bomb alone down secret. He had a good bit of pressure on him there to get that kill, but he stepped up, he got that first frag, and then they've got that player pushed up all the way behind Heaven. Bravos just didn't know where they needed to look. They didn't realize players were just all over the map. And 9Z still managed to find the trade kill there towards Yard at the end to confirm a 10th round. Double digits guaranteed. Could well be an 11-4 half here for 9Z, and the 2-0 looks more and more likely by the round.
Oh, well, it doesn't look that pretty here for Bravos at all. XM shotgun. Let's see if Danico can do something with it. 9Z throwing some util straight away in towards mid. A nice quicker play. I think they were trying to get down Vent, but I don't think they've actually managed to. And now the flank from Leo Monster pushing it towards Lobby, unable to make it work, but 3 kills. 2 from Turtle, 1 for Danico. And this is now a real winnable round for Bravos. They have the man advantage, and they've done significant damage onto the 2 remaining players. Rox is down in 16. DTT just above half, and he's found a headshot at least. Rox is in a good spot, and the AWP is about to walk into him. 11-4 half from 9Z. They are looking good to try and take this series 2-0. Find out if they will after the break.
Love, love, got me thinking about love. Gonna sing, sing, sing at the top of my lungs, like ba ba da ba da, ba ba da ba da. Love, 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 just thinking about love.
I'ma show love because there's really nothing to it. Everybody's gotta try it, come and join the movement. Gotta live, love life until it's all congruent. I'm going hard until they fill me with embalming fluid. Never have to stop and doubt when I'm the one that's watching out. Know you tried to get the rebound and life knocks you out. Never let the situation slow you up or stop you now. I'ma always help you to your feet when they knock you down. Everybody has their trials and their tribulations. Give it everything you got, the only stipulation. Remember, you're the only one that's setting limitations. Don't turn your life into a prison with no visitation. Living hard, trying to dodge the warden and the prison guard. Disregard the negative, then show them where we've been before. Mapping out my dreams, then I put them on the vision board. All about the love, we gotta show them what we living for.
Love, 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 got me thinking about love. I'm gonna sing, sing, sing at the top of my lungs, like ba ba da ba da, ba ba da ba da. Love, 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 just thinking about love. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah. Gotta learn to love hard with no reservations. I'm just trying to live honest with no reservations. Gotta free your mind, you don't need all these regulations. Between the love and the hate, the only segregation. Bring them out, everyone that's got so much to figure out. Went and got the ladders and the shovels, we gon' dig them out. Gotta take a step back, the picture's getting bigger now. Write it on the paper, read it back, and then you live it out. You couldn't climb a mountain if it all was smooth. It's the bumps in the road to help you find the groove. You never have to stress because you got the tools. Let's put some love in the air and help you find the move.
Love, 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 got me thinking about love. I'm gonna sing, sing, sing at the top of my lungs, like ba ba da ba da, ba ba da ba da. Love, 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 just thinking about love. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking about love, love, love. Got me thinking about love. I'm gonna sing, sing, sing at the top of my lungs.
Welcome back to DreamHack Open 46 South America, 11-4 half for 9Zs. They're looking strong to close this. The 1xBet odds at the top of your screen, certainly not giving Bravos too much of a chance in this matchup, Polka. And I'm going to say I'm siding with them on this one. 9Z just looks so good individually today. I hate saying that because everybody just goes with that narrative in CSGO, but it's true. 9Z are just better today at hitting headshots. And sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, it's been a clear edge for them. Just so quick to kill in all of these fights. Bravos never have any breathing room. Maybe that'll change here for them on the T side. They've got to hope so. 11-4 down and Try. Instant headshots again.
Oh.
Triple from Try. He is just so hot right now.
He is filthy. Try is finally not going to miss a few shots. He is human after all. On 12-4, 9Z dominate the pistol round. Bravos, they got nowhere near a bomb site, never mind getting a bomb plant. So there's no money for a force buy in this one, and yes, we have to see the replay, because this happens so quickly. There's death on the server, and Bit comes in for the final two, snatches away the ace attempt. And 12-4 now for 9Z, locked in as Bravos will just go to the Glocks here, a couple of P250s. The 9Z are looking down the barrel at a 13th round.
And like we were saying earlier, the fact that Bit is also a solid fragger on this team, he's never that far behind, is just so good for them. It adds to the plethora of skilled players they already have. Sure, he's not going to top frag, but you don't need him to when you've got Max and Tri playing so well. DGT traded out quickly. Nice headshot from Turtle. The flank's coming through, but maybe there's a chance they could quickly try and get this bomb down. Not likely, though.
Oh, Rox goes running down the B side. These rounds are just a blink of an eye and you miss everything. Luckily, they're the boring rounds out of the way. Now we get the AKs out here for Bravos. AK-47s, utility, and, well, that is about it. For 9Z, it's a little bit of a bonus. They've got a FAMAS there. For the most part, it's a pretty solid buy. They got Augs in play as well. Bravos lose this round. I almost... Well, I'm just going to say it. I think it's almost... I just think it's unrecoverable, Hawker. I think it's done. Bravos are going to pull off a monumental comeback on this T side. We've got to see something out of them we haven't seen today. So this is an incredibly important round ahead of them.
Maybe for their pride more than anything, Dinko, because I don't want them to lose 16-4 again after just losing this map 16-4 against 9Z 10 days ago. That would be brutal.
Well, it would show consistency at least, but they have got that opening kill.
They've dropped down vents too. They've got down to the lower side of the map. And so even though Tri's got that kill, the bomb has been left behind. That's the awkward thing here. They're down on B. They're going to go for the play. They've got the kill, but now they've got to figure out how they're going to get the bomb to join them. Oh, dear.
Oh, yes, this is looking rough. Oh, they're back up the ladder right into Tri. Oh, this is horrible. Leo Monster on the ramp. Come back up. Gearing down into hell. He hasn't been spotted. They don't really seem to have an idea. But I think with the position, they got out to the left side here. Leo Monster might be able to get a kill out of this. And just about flicks down in time. But now he's running up the ladder, trying to get in towards the A side to work in tandem with his teammate. But the flank is there from Tri. The ever-elusive Tri all over the map. Wood walks back into the bomb, but he walks with his back turned to Max, who... I don't know why Wood's not expecting him to be on the bomb like that. But 14-4, 9Z, they recover the round, Hawker. Real nightmare stuff here for the T side.
More good work, rifling work from Tri too. I mean, he's basically catching players in the side and the back, but he's hitting the instant headshots. Top of the board here on Nuke. Can't complain.
Yeah, yesterday we seen Tri have a huge performance with the AWP on the CT side. He might not even have to do anything on the CT side today if he just closes it like this.
Oh, he's got it now, though. Here's that AWP.
Oh, what? How does he do that? I don't even see Leo Monster. Yeah, you can't stop
The thing is, I call it luck, but Tri just seems to always do it. And now Bit come in behind them. It is an absolute demolition job. Bit with 3. Turtle in a 1v5. Good luck, fella.
Yeah, he's got to have the blue turtle right now. You know, the blue shell. He's got to have that right now to try and get back into this one. Yeah. Turtle, he's going to get spotted. Max jumps on his head. He Goomba stomps him. And that, you know, that is how you deal with the turtles in Super Mario. You use the shells, you jump on top of them like that. You Goomba stomp them. That's what he did.
Exactly what he did. Oh, wow, it was the nade.
Oh, okay, yeah, thank you, Mr. Replay.
That's so, yeah, I did not catch that in the moment. Massive shout out to the replay for realizing that the nade blew up, and you can just see that slight bit of a shadow behind when that happens.
I believe that's Gunner on a replay, so shout out to Gunner.
Yeah, that's a great catch. So there you go, it was actually just skill. Let's just try being good again.
Yeah.
Which is just the story of this series, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is the common narrative, but you can't really go off of it, right? You just have to keep on this narrative because he just doesn't allow you to think about anything else. But he's also been pretty solid. I mean, he's had some great rounds, and he's got himself another opening kill. DGT towards the ramp. He's found Dunico. I think it's fair to say this one is just about done. I said this earlier. I thought this was going to be the grand final. I thought we were going to sneak peek at the grand final. Well, I hope this isn't how the grand final would go for South America, but this is looking damn clean from 9Z, and Sharks put up a much better fight yesterday than Bravos today. And it looks just about done. Leo Monster, he's been decent. He's had a few moments, but even he cannot do much about this. 9Z with the series win. Tri with a happy birthday present, because that's an incredible showing from the